Hi, everybody. I'm Betty. It's such a privilege to be here today. Thank you so much, Ali. I had no idea what I had coming for me when I met you last week. So, thanks. Now, this is a conversation that goes on about 5 times a week for me, being a foreigner. Merhaba, I'm Betty. I'm Australian. What? But you look... Yes, I'm Chin, Australian. What do you do? Well, I work with women and children from disadvantaged backgrounds back home. Okay, what are you doing in Turkey? Oh, well, I was traveling around the world, and I fell in love with Istanbul and decided to stay. What? Why? Why not? Turkey is a beautiful country. I know, but Turkey now is not so good anymore. How many of you here have felt that way? How many of you here feels that Turkey is not so good now anymore? Thank you. And I don't blame you. We're going through a really hard time, a fearful time, a time where there's high unemployment, falling Turkish lira, there's ISIS right at our doorstep, political issues, terrible traffic jam, and we've got a huge influx of Syrian refugees. So it's completely understandable why sometimes we feel like the future can be so grim. But let's take a simple moment here right now. Maybe we'll get everybody to just close your eyes for a second and imagine what it's like to be a Syrian refugee. Now imagine you're going about your life and suddenly war breaks out and you lose everything you've ever loved. You've lost your home, you've lost your family, you lost your children, your job, and everything that you worked hard to achieve. And you travel for up to a month at a time to get to a country where you don't speak the language, where you don't know if you're going to be safe, where you don't know if you're going to have a future. And that is a complete nightmare. Yet it is everyday life for millions of Syrians currently displaced in Turkey and around the world. And the question is, what can we do? I mean, this is an issue that governments have been struggling with. Governments have been building up walls that never existed. They're breaking the conventions that they have signed themselves. So what can we as individuals here in Turkey do, if anything? I believe that there is something we can do. So 3 weeks ago, 8 people, young and passionate young people from a social startup called Istanbul and I, gathered together for a hackathon competition. We had 48 hours to create a business plan that was able to tackle the refugee crisis. Oh, and believe me, it was not easy. But it's amazing how creative we can all be when we have unlimited free coffee and very little sleep. So by the end of that competition, which we won first for, our social startup, Hand to Heart, was born. Hand to Heart works closely with Syrian refugee women because they're the most socially and economically disadvantaged group currently in Turkey due to language barriers, culture barriers, as well as legal and bureaucratic barriers. Many of them are unable to find work despite being active job seekers. So what do? Well, we hope to create a community amongst these women, a community where they're able to explore their innate interests and talents through making crafts. And it's amazing how gifted some of these women are, really, believe me. And what we also want to do is we want to create a large and borderless platform when these women are able to sell their products. And last but not least, we want to connect these women with the buyers through storytelling. How many of you here loved stories? We do too, because we believe the power of stories in breaking barriers, breaking stereotypes, and eliminating the idea of the unknown. Because truth is, we often fear those that we don't know. So through these stories, women can share about their hopes, their dreams, their loss, and their self-discovery, and be able to connect with the people that are buying their products in a genuine way. So what else? What else are we doing? Well, we're gathering these women together, and as of today, we've just started for a few weeks, We have 8 women currently signed up to our program, and we have a team of women eagerly awaiting to start training. And we're so excited. This is just the beginning, and it's starting here in Istanbul. We envision having hundreds and thousands of women who will be able to find purpose, dignity, and meaning through their work, not through handouts, but through their work when they once felt hopeless. Turkey is at the crossroads right now, and the question remains, what can we as individuals living in this land do? The truth is, absolutely nothing, or a whole lot. So if 8 of us young people, who pretty much had no idea what we're doing when we first started, can get together with great passion and say, let's do something over one single weekend. Can you imagine, just think of what the potential of every single one seated here can achieve. If each one of us, just every single one of us, do a small thing for one person to change one life, I don't think Turkey is a hopeless place. I don't think Turkey is a place that is not good now anymore. In fact, I think Turkey is a place filled with opportunity and hope. And it is a place where all of us can be proud to call home. Thank you so much.